Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the proud father of the bride, Jenny, and on behalf of my wife and our entire family, I want to extend a warm welcome and express our deepest gratitude for joining us on this joyous occasion. I think most of you know that this wedding, when they found out they were getting married, they also said, we want to get married right away. It was a lot of effort to pull everything together at the last minute. And I think you did a great job. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate that.
I have always admired the way that Jenny has adventured for truth in her life. She simply cannot settle for anything that isn't exactly what God wants for her. We understand each other in that way. And that's why we are more like sisters than friends. Anyone who knows us knows we've seen each other through some rough times, and today I'm so happy to be seeing Jenny at one of her best days. She is glowing so brightly, and it reminds me of what I saw in her the night that she introduced me to Chris.
Chris, do you take Jenny as your wife to live together as God ordained in the state of holy matrimony? Do you promise to love and cherish her, provide for and protect her, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
We plan to go to a concert together. Now I know how caring Jenny is and how she gives relentlessly from her heart and everything. We found each other where we planned to meet, and Chris steps out of the truck, and he might as well have had a halo all around him. I mean, many of you here know him, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He had a big smile and some of the kindest eyes I've ever seen, and I completely forgot about being tough. Jenny steps out of the car. She's absolutely glowing. There's not a smidge of tension about her at all, and I realized instantly that Jenny was completely at ease with this man.
Jenny, do you take Chris to be your husband, to live together as God has ordained in the holy state of matrimony? Do you promise to love him, honor him, follow him, forsaking all others, and be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
From that moment she was born to this minute, our love for her has only grown. She's always impressed us with her determination and compassion. Jenny, you are an extraordinary woman, and seeing you as a beautiful bride today fills my heart with immense joy. From the moment we met Chris, we knew he'd be the perfect match for our daughter. His kindness and unwavering love for her brought us immeasurable joy. We are thrilled officially to welcome him into our family. I couldn't mean that more.
We have come together in the sight of God and the presence of this congregation to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony, which is an honorable state of life. Chris and Jenny are displaying their trust in God's rule and reign by submitting themselves to the task of working together, united as God is united.
Walking my little girl down the aisle, I couldn't have been prouder. And Nancy and I always hoped that you'd marry someone as amazing as Chris. And that's true. That is true.
I, Chris, take you, Jenny, to be my wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, until death do us part.
I I, Jenny, take you, Chris, to be my husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better or worse, for richer or poor, in sickness and in health, to love and cherish, until death do us part.
With this ring I thee wed,
And with all that I am,
and all that I have,
I give into your keeping.
By the joining of hands and of course hearts, it is my privilege to declare them both husband and wife. Chris, you may kiss your wife. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Chris Turdo.
We had a great time at the concert. The whole time I just wanted to pull Jenny aside and be like, is this guy for real? I've never told her this, but I was already planning her wedding in my heart during the show. I thought, they are perfect. What a match. Jenny has a heart to serve others, and Chris has a heart for putting people at ease. And I have to say, Chris, I experienced that firsthand that night at the show. At one point, they told us to stand with the person we came with and say a prayer. And of course, once again, I was the third wheel on this occasion. And I'll admit that because I was there alone and I felt a little left out, I also felt very entitled to open my eyes when I wasn't supposed to during the prayer. And I saw that Chris had his hand stretched out towards Jenny and the other hand stretched out towards me, praying over me too. And I was like, real men do exist. And also I thought, I really hope Jenny marries this guy. He's great. And here we are. These are the moments we dreamed about when we were little girls, and it's really happening right now. God brought you your Prince Charming, your kingdom spouse, and we are all blessed to be here witnessing it. Jenny and Chris, I love you. We all love you. Can we please all take our glasses and raise them up? Jenny and Chris, may you always live where hearts never break and where love wins. May you always have plates full of delicious mushrooms and a home full of laughter, music, and ease. May the Lord fill both of your hearts with hope and joy to overflowing every day as you trust in Him together. To Mr. and Mrs. Tordo.
This couple was made in heaven, and I guess some of you know how they met. They met the old-fashioned way, through the social media. It's funny how fate will bring people together, and it is funny, isn't it? But I've never seen Jenny as happy since they got together and started dating, and I mean that. This little girl has been smiling for a year and a half. Jenny and Chris, as you begin this incredible journey together, my advice to you is to always choose love. As the Beatles always said, love is all you need. Cherish one another, celebrate your shared dreams, and support each other through life's ups and downs, and there will be ups and downs. May your love continue to grow and flourish, and may your marriage be filled with endless happiness.